Alright, back again, bit more testing. I think got a couple more other issues going on, and although we had the rosin under the 556 here, I think the same issues appearing under other RAM chips. So if I start with testing, so we're going through the various Destestmax tests, and I think we get to grey, and then we get some weird things happening. There you go. So we've got 0, 1, 2, so we've got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, well, that's entertaining. So don't quite know what that means, but there seems to be lots of things going on. So I reckon what's going on under here is the same sort of weird capacitance issues. So I think there's weird signals going on underneath our memory chips here because of that rosin flux. So I reckon the probably easiest thing is to actually lift all 8 of the RAM chips, or at least identify which ones relate to this. I have to go back through this video when I do the next bit to do testing and see if I can actually work out what it's actually up to. But certainly in that 0C000FFF range is where it seems to be having some issues. So yes, I will come back to doing that in the next portion of this. Oh, where are we? Didn't show up red there. Okay, so now something else is showing up. So weird stuff is happening. Yeah, there's certainly some very strange things going on. So I do think, like as I said, the 556 timer chip here, there is some odd things going on under the RAM chips, I reckon. So I'll do that. Also had a little problem earlier where it stopped working, and essentially I was going around the address buses. So I was looking, checking the CPU, and oops, let's just where's it gone? That one. Yeah. So I was just checking around bus signals because I basically had a black screen after that previous video. So I was just scoping around, and everything looked okay. Things on the VIC looked okay. Things on the clock chips around here, they looked okay, producing the right ones. Had a quick check around a few of the RAM chips. That sort of looked okay. There was stuff going on. And then I came back and just basically went down the address lines down one side and then up his side, and then got to the data lines over here. And on pin 31, it was showing not really anything. But when I followed it, well, pin 31 goes off to this chip over here on pins 2 and well, 3rd from the top over this side, whatever the one is. And then the signals over here looked okay. Checked here, that wasn't okay. Checked here, that was okay. It also goes off over here, goes off to somewhere on the edge of the VIC chip, and I think on the SID as well. So having a quick check around, all those looked okay, and then basically lifted the CPU and then found there was a bit of rosin flux, this as I mentioned before, underneath, and that was just causing an issue. So that was like really bizarre. So clean that off and then it's back. But yeah, that as per the, where's it gone? Was it that one? Yeah, as per this one, then you can see there's odd issues going on, and we're failing in different places. So there is some odd stuff going on. Anyway, that's it for the moment. I've got a few other things to do, and then I'm going to come back to this in the next bit of the video.
Tomorrow.
Okay, next part of this, backwards C64. So what I thought to do, as I'm still half asleep, because that's why I've got lots of coffee, is as it looks like we've got some RAM issues. What I thought I'd do is with the address lines and bits we saw with the Destestmax, I'm not awake enough trying to decode the address lines and bits and PCs at the moment. Or I could work it out, and would mean following the circuit diagram back, but of trying to work out how the CPU addresses stuff, and I'm too half asleep this weekend to do that after a couple of work calls. So what I decided to do is go back to the standard diagnostics cartridge. I've put the character ROM kernel, I think, and basic. I've got those right way round. Are they, is it that way round? Yeah, basic kernel character ROM. And what I'm just going to try and do is, as it's like RAM issue somewhere, I'm not quite sure where it is. I just want to test something, which is with the test diagnostics, can I actually get it to do something else? Because obviously the CPU's working, the VIC's working, and know some of the logic must be working, because otherwise I wouldn't have had anything at all. So let's give it a go with Jupiter Lambda, because that does not require any ROMs, doesn't require any memory, does require the CPU, does require the VIC chip, obviously requires the other timing logic chips, and obviously reset chip, whatever. So just thought I'd give that a go to start with and see what we got. So without further ado, so that shows us nothing. Have I got that right? Oh, that was okay. Thought I might show something, but obviously not. Sure. Oh, got a reset button here. Do anything? No. Was already expecting that. Let's go for the 781220 dead tests. Is that displays anything? So was that low, low, low? I think that's all low, 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 and XROM. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 6 flashes. Well, there were 3 flashes I thought to start with. Let's try it again. Let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 flashes. So 6 flashes for C64 Rev A seems to relate to U22. And U22 is there. So, being that it had issues with the Rosin flags here, then it looks like there's a possibility then that obviously those issues with Rosin flux and stuff may be occurring under here as well. So I reckon probably the easiest thing to do, I think, is to actually just lift these 2 chips here, because it's right next to that one, so I might as well lift both of them Check underneath the sockets, because the amount of time it's going to take to do both of these is going to be not much. If I say that, I could actually just try and move a RAM chip around. So let's move a RAM chip and see if it does the same. So let's take, get underneath it. Oh, I need a smaller. Oh, moving to things around here. Let's just get a. Oh, actually, let's just flip this round to be. Where's it gone? That way round. Okay. So let's take. U22 here. And replace it with, I don't know, this one here. And hopefully this will give an idea about whether it is actually related to the RAM chip or the socket, or bad soldering, because it could always be that. So, come on, in you go. Get this actually lined up and in. Oops, a bit more light. Oh, come on. Okay, so we've got that one in there. So we've got an old. So that's I think that's a new chip in there. This is an old Oki chip. Okay, so that looks like that's in. That's in. I haven't twisted any what pins anywhere. Nope. Okay, so let's try that. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So two flashes. U24. That's interesting. So the possibility that that chip is actually bad. In fact, okay, so let's remove this one here. Come on. Let's stick this over there for the moment. Stay. I need a RAM chip. What have I got? Okay, so I've got some older RAM chips here which I took out, but it's as good as one as any. So let's just stick one of those in. Come on, come on. So I think was one of the original ones I desoldered, which also could be bad, but who knows? And we'll find out in a moment. Come on. In. Actually, yeah. No, that's. Come on. Okay, so that's another one. It's from around the same era, but we'll see. It might also be bad, but we'll find out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that again is coming back to this chip here. So there is some weird stuff going on. Okay, so I think I'm desolder that. So this RAM chip may not actually be bad. It's something else. Let's just reset again. Let's just try once more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And that's complaining about a different one. What's U3? U3 is U11. U11 is here. I think. What was that? Is that one? No, it's here. So 1, 2. So let's complain about that one, which is also an old looking chip. Let's try. I think there's a lot of weird shit going on here. 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay, I think I'm going to end up having to lift all these RAM chips up and actually just resocket everything, because I think there's probably some weird capacitance issues going on again. So the easiest thing is to actually just lift them all. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me just stop this here and then we'll come back to it.
2 hours later.
Okay, I'll have a look underneath here. I can't really see it too well because there's not enough light probably, but again, oops, that's not going to focus, is it? Oh, can't do it. Come on. Really? Rubbish. Anyway, looking at the underneath of this, it looks like there's rosin stuff underneath this, and you can see, looks like from underneath here, it's not actually gone too well underneath there, so it looks like there's been some issues. So I'm just going to give that a clean up, remove any solder, give it a clean up, and then we can stick some new sockets in.
A few moments later.
Back again. I've just soldered in the sockets for the 4 RAM chips, so that's all sorted. So that's all fairly, looks very clean. I've cleaned off the board, make sure there's got rid of that flux and bits. Used obviously the original RAM chips. I have a dead test cartridge back in. It's set to the 781220 dead test. So big flashing screens. I am rather expecting that this is not going to work properly. I think I'm probably going to do the multiplexer chip next, because obviously the multiplexer talks to these. So I reckon there's some crud underneath here with the flux, and there's possibly a bit of, I don't know, corrosion or rubbish caused, self-inflicted rubbish basically caused by me. Yay! So yeah, expecting this to do flashy lights again, or flashy screens. So let's get to it. Let's find the view. I think that's the view. And we'll turn it on and we'll see what happens. And here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 and 6. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 is U22. That's that one. That's the one I sort of changed earlier. Actually, yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's actually just change the chip over to another one. Let's see if that repeats. Otherwise, I'll need to check these RAM chips to see if they're actually working at all. That's actually quite tight in there. Come on, I'll get underneath that. So thinner. Okay, so I still think it's going to be related to the multiplexer. So I'll take that one out. Let's take this one. Oops, where's the top? The top is that one. Okay. Did I get in, or did I miss all the pins? Nope, I actually got that in. Shocking. Okay, let's try again. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's try again. Let's just reset that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. What's 8? U21. What's that one? Let's just reset that again and try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I wonder, again, this is looking with the multiplexers having some issues. So we've got some more RAM chips. That's 1D. Let's try one of these. 8. So 8 is U21. Okay, that's off. Well, we're going somewhere anyway, at least. that one. I've got this one. Actually, these aren't the right type, aren't they? Yeah, D146, whatever. Come on, come on. Oh, what's that? This has been desoldered. Well, these were one of some of the original ones. Can't remember what I've had in here. Ah, joys, joys, joys. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's 4? 4 is U23. So that one, another oaky chip. Okay. Oh, come on. Well, it's more success than I've been having in months, so I guess it's something at least. So let's take that one out. Come on, let go. Stick that over there. I had another one of these. Yep, that's another one. 23. Okay, let's stick that in there. Okay, so that is in. So NEC chip. That's in. Okay, let's try again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 is U11. Okay, where's U11? I haven't resocketed these ones yet. 9, 10, 11. Another oaky chip. Oaky. Whatever. Where's it gone? That one. Come on, come on. I do have a RAM tester, so I probably will test these. Although it's hard to say whether that will actually work or not. Okay, that's another one. That's that one there. This looks like another desoldered chip, so this probably was one I removed from here originally. Okay, that's in. It's in both sides from the looks of it, right way up. D4164 is the right chip type. So that does. So we've got no flashy lights. Holy fuck! Oh, sorry, I shouldn't swear there. 0 page bad. Okay. Well, that is an improvement. Eee. Let's try that once more. So 0 page bad. Okay. Well, that's different, I have to say. What was the other test on here? Destestmax test. So that was high, low, low. High was A15. High, low, low, and game. So that does. Ooh, that's not good. Try that again. Wee scrolly stuff. Well, it's still displaying things, which is more than it ever done before. Once more. More crud going across. Okay, let's have a look at the Jupiter lander. So Jupiter lander was low, low, high, and XROM. So it's better XROM. See if that actually comes on. Okay, so Jupiter lander works. So yeah, so we'll go for see what the 0 page thing is about. Let's just turn that back on with the okay. Oh, there we go. 0. Okay. Anyway, that's I guess for the next video. Yay.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Okay. Taking the CPU out of my working C64 because I know this is okay, and put it into this one here, the one I've obviously been working on. So let's just give it a go with the, what was it, 7.8, what's it called? 7.8.1.220 dead test. So without further ado, let's turn that on, as the other one had page bad for the CPU. Let's see if this does anything different. Okay, so it's not immediately come up with 0 page bad. Oh, okay, that says okay. Okay, so it looks like that's CPU could be bad. But anyway, let's see what the rest of the tests do as I run through. And we've got screen RAM. Blah, blah, blah. That takes a little while. It's a while since I've seen this run through. Obviously, I haven't got the CIAs in and any of the other bits and pieces for the test harness. So there's bound to be some errors. Okay, so color RAM is okay. Sorry, screen RAM is okay. We've got color RAM coming up here. I assume it's actually meant to do something like that. Blank screen. Doing something. So, oh, we still. Oh, okay. No sound test because we have no SID chip. Okay, and now it's cycled back round. Okay, so let's go for, where's the other diagnostics? High, low, low, game. So it's a game. Was that high? So high on there, low, low. So that should be that. Okay, so let's try again with the more extensive test. Ah, okay, and that just gives us a screwy screen. Okay, so something here is still wrong somewhere. What's high, high, high do? It's 64 burning. Ooh. Well, display sprites, so that's something. So okay, so there's still something screwy going on, but it looks like the CPU is bad. Ooh, that's not good. I'm gonna touch that. Let's start that again. Where's reset? Let's try again. Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe pushing the CPU didn't do anything. Okay, still a bit screwy going on there. Right. Let's just take the test cartridge out, because this should just give a black screen. Oh, okay, we get a blue screen with some corruption. Okay. Alright, I have to see what that means, but bad CPU anyway, so it looks like the CPU got cooked. So I guess find another one. Right, stop there for the moment.